Hello and welcome to Daily Records. I am Tommy Burton and we are talking about soundtracks for the month of August. And we are going into one of my favorite movies and one of my favorite soundtracks. This is Popeye, the soundtrack to the motion picture. Now, this movie, I realize a lot of mixed feelings about it. People love it, people hate it. It's a Robert Altman film. It's a big, messy film. It's very closely related to the comics, but for me, as a kid, when I saw this, it was huge. Robin Williams, who I loved from Mork and Mindy, and when Robin Williams died, a lot of people talked about Mrs. Doubtfire, and so on and so forth. But this was the Robin Williams role for me. Was him playing Popeye, and I at the time I couldn't have thought of a better matchup. I love Popeye. I love the cartoons. And so Popeye was sort of my Superman or Batman or any of that. I was a Popeye kid. And a lot of it had to do with this music. And little did I know at the time, I didn't realize that, this wonderful music that I loved was Harry Nilsson, who later on, when I discovered Harry Nilsson's music, I found out that, I already had a love for Harry Nilsson, so it tied in perfectly. Another connection to this album, released in 1981, by the way, on the Boardwalk label, also featured arrangements by Van Dyke Parks, so it tied in with Brian Wilson and Smile and all of that stuff. Now, the tracks were actually recorded on the set of the film. In Malta, where the village still stands. You can go look up on the internet. The Popeye village is still there. The Falcons, featuring Ray Cooper, Doug Dillard, Harry Nilsson, Van Dyke Parks, Klaus Voormann, there's that name again, and featuring the mysterious Karsten at the organ, whatever that means. Harry produced the album, and it just features some really, really sweet music. That really comes off well. They were recorded in the film. A lot of the actors sang live, so this album doesn't quite match the same versions that you hear. And in the trailer, the song "I Am What I Am" is the version from the soundtrack. If you've seen the trailer, now it does feature, I think, without saying, the I'm Popeye the Sailor Man, the theme song that was composed by Sammy Lerner from the original Max Fleischer cartoons, which are great, by the way. Funny enough, another song that's from the movie that some of you may remember is Everything is Food. It was not on this album, but there is a song on here called Didn't We that was cut from the film. So, kind of interesting. Now, there is a Record Store Day release of this that features the bonus tracks. But just a quick rundown: I Am What I Am, Popeye's declaration of self. He Needs Me, sung by Shelley Duvall as Olive Oyl. Olive acknowledges Popeye. Later used in the movie Punch Drunk Love by P.T. Anderson. Sweet Pea's Lullaby, beautiful, beautiful little song. Popeye's note to Sweet Pea. Didn't we? Bill Barnacle's Lament. I have no idea. I don't know what that's about. It's not in the movie. Sweet Haven, which is the anthem for the town of Sweet Haven, which is where Popeye ends up. Blow Me Down is where Popeye is walking into the town. Sailin', a little duet between Popeye and Olive. Popeye and Olive sing to Sweet Pea. It's Not Easy Being Me. That's Poop Deck Pappy being held hostage by Bluto. He's Large, which is the eve of Olive's engagement to Bluto. I'm Mean, famously sung by Bluto. Kids, Poop Deck Pappy's Opinion, and then, of course, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Just a childhood favorite, and I still love it. So the soundtrack to Popeye by Harry Nilsson and Van Dyke Parks to some degree. Today's Daily Record. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's TommyBurton75. Love interacting with you guys. In the meantime, I'll see you all again tomorrow with another Daily Record.